What's up people, and welcome to this video. And in this video guys, we're gonna go ahead and talk a bit about Alucard, and more specific, a best build for him. And you guys, you know me, I love to try out new builds for new hero. I try, like every single match I try out a new build until I find the perfect build for a hero. And lately I've been trying a new build and it have been working out really great. And I recently posted a video on the best build for alpha, and you guys loved the video. And a ton of you guys, well not a ton, but a few of you guys said, can you please go to make a best build for Alucard? You also said a ton of other heroes, but Alucard is a hero that I've been playing a lot, so I thought, why not? I recently found a really great build that I've been working on, getting better and better, and this is what I've come up with, why it works really good and stuff, and I will try to explain everything as fast and as good as possible for you guys. So I'm just gonna jump in straight into the build. So first of all, I'm building, as always, I don't know the names of every item, but hopefully you recognize the items and you know what to do, and this will make it a lot easier because I don't remember every single passive and stuff for every item. Well, almost. Okay, well, okay, I do, but either way, the first item I usually build is the boots. So the boots, I build those for, because they're really cheap, you will be able to have a much higher movement speed, and cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction is actually pretty good on Alucard because his skills is free, so being able to use your skills even more is that's just great, okay? Your skills does a ton of freaking damage, and with this build it will deal even more damage. So if you didn't know this, I will go ahead and tell you this right now. So, Alucard's ultimate is basically increases the hero's lifesteal effect by 20% while also locking in on an enemy. Damage dealt to this enemy within 8 seconds must trigger the extra passive damage effect, as well as increase current lifesteal effect 100%. So his lifesteal is, I mean, that's just insane. So basically, first of all, you're gonna get 20% extra lifesteal, and I don't really get the last thing, but as well as increase current lifesteal effect 100%. So I mean, that just sounds insane. I think the description of this ultimate is it's really hard to understand, as well as increase current lifesteal effect 100%. So will you have 100% lifesteal, or will the current effect get like plus 100%? It's really hard to understand. Either way guys, he lifesteals a lot. So that's why you want to go ahead and build the second item as that item. Usually if you've gone against Alucard, which can play fairly good, you will always see them maybe starting off with that item or building it as second item. They always have this item because you will gain 25% lifesteal with it and a ton of attack damage. So that's just literally the item for Alucard. It's extremely great for him. So the third item that I have for him is this item, the bow. I can't remember the name as always, but you will go ahead and gain, I think, 45 physical damage as well as maybe 45 physical penetration, which is just great for his skills. You will be able to deal even more damage, and you will be able to deal even more damage to tanks. So if you're going against the tank, this is just a great item, because even if they have built a ton of armor, you will literally go through 50% of their armor with only this item. So I mean, that item is really strong. But if you're not going against the tank, you're going against squish enemies, I could recommend putting the next item in this build before this item, or maybe even not building the bow at all. But either way, the fourth item that I have is this item, and this item, I think you will go ahead and gain I think 30% critical strike. Wait a second, I'm just gonna go check it up, so I'm not gonna lie to you, because that's basically the only item I don't really remember 100% what it does, but I know it's really great. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. You'll gain plus 30 physical attack, which is always great for like any hero whatsoever. You will also gain 40% attack speed, which is also great, even though I'm trying to focus as much as possible on the abilities, because his abilities are really strong and you can make them for free because it doesn't have any mana. But you will gain 10% critical strike chance, which is great. But the thing with this item, the great thing is the passive, okay? So listen closely. Crit strike will increase the hero's attack speed 35% and crit strike rate 10%. So basically, if you crit with Alucard, you will get a 35% increase in attack speed, as well as a 10% increase in crit rate. So that's just awesome. So that, if you know what my other items after this does, you really know why I have this item in here. Because the item after that will go ahead and give you 75% physical damage as well as 20% critical strike chance. So there we have 30% critical strike chance, and if you plus in, if you crit, you will have 4% critical strike with the fourth item. And the unique passive with this item, if you didn't know it, it's insane! 50% crit damage. You will gain plus 50% crit damage. That's just insane. So yeah, and the last item, as you can see, is basically just you will gain 130 physical damage, physical attack, which is that's just insane. Like, that's insane. As well as 25% attack speed and 10% critical chance. So there we have 50% critical chance. That's just literally holy shit. Okay, so basically every second attack you will gain, you will crit. So that's just great. But yeah guys, that was basically all for this build. So this build goes out, you will go ahead and lifesteal with your first item, have more cooldown, you'll be able to deal a ton of crit, and even if the enemy has a ton of armor, you will go through it with no problem at all. And the video I'm showing you guys in the background is, I do not use this build in the gameplay in the background. But I didn't have a time to record one of the gameplays for this video because I really badly just wanted to post it as fast as possible. But if you guys want the gameplay when I play around with this build, go in the comment down below, so I will of course go and upload it for you guys because it's really great. And do you want me to make a build for another hero and make a video on that? Please go and comment that down below as well. But yeah guys, that was all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, comment that down below and I will try to answer it as fast as possible if you didn't understand anything about what I said in this video, because sometimes, yes, it's true, it's really hard to understand me, but I hope you did, and I hope I will see you in the next video guys. But as always, thank you for watching.